Hello everyone and welcome back to Mircha's Mission. As you can see, I'm out and about. I'm not anymore in self-isolation. I went out from the house. I went out walking. So far I have done probably about 10 kilometers or so. I am quite tired, but I'm going to a very nice location where I'm going to talk to you a bit about my first impression about the city and how I find it after so many years. Just behind me you have the Royal Palace that is now a an art museum, and I'm in a very nice square. Let's see what else we have there. I think that is the Hilton Hotel. Um, Over there we have the Romanian Academy, or at least I think that's how it is called nowadays. But anyway, the place that I wanted to show you is actually located right over here. Well, there it is. Okay, so let me find a nice location where I would be able to sit down and shoot this video, and then obviously I will tell you a bit more about how I'm feeling nowadays. Okay, so until then, stay tuned. Okay, so I got to a location where you can see the Romanian Athenaeum just behind me, and I can also sit down on a bench. There's a very nice park just in front of it where I could sit down and talk to you. So first of all, I would just like to apologize because this is the first video that I'm shooting. Ooh, look at this. Huh, plenty of pigeons just came around. Right, so this is the first video that I'm shooting walking on the streets with cars and people and all sorts of distractions around me. All my videos prior to this, they were on a static location where there were no people around me, so fingers crossed, this is going to be an okay video. Let's do this a bit. Okay, so what are my first impressions after I came out from the isolation? Well, the city has changed, and it has changed a lot. I can see a lot of changes in good. There are a few things that, in my opinion, they do not look as good or as what I would have expected. So let me start first with the bad parts. I got to see a lot more homeless people than they used to be before. What else? There's a lot of graffiti, and don't get me wrong, I like nicely done street art, but just scribbles on the walls and so on, that I do not like. There are also lots of buildings that I knew before that have been defaced, and by defacing I'm not talking about someone coming and spraying over them, but literally torn down or even completely renovated, but not in the style that they used to be. And although they look like historical buildings, they may not have been, but still, you know, this juxtaposition between old and new is at times bothering me. The traffic seems to be a lot worse. Obviously, there's a lot more people having cars and going everywhere with them. But I guess these would be the only bad parts that I see at the moment, right? Bear in mind that I've just been out of the house for maybe 3-4 hours, so it's not that long. things that I like. There's a lot of improvement in the infrastructure, and here I'm talking about public transportation. Uh, there's the buildings have been restored, a lot of them done in a very nice way. The city looks a lot cleaner than it used to be before. I'm not sure why, but to me the pavements look wider. It seems like there's a lot more greenery everywhere. There's a lot more things that have been put in place, like I don't even know how to say it. A lot of buildings that they used to be abandoned, now they have been renovated and they have been repurposed, and there's a lot of new businesses that came out. So also I can see people, or at least the ones that I have interacted with, they seem a lot more polite than I remember. The prices are not as high as I would have expected, with Romania being part of European Union. The prices are somewhat comparable, if you can believe it, with Thailand. So yeah, I'm coming from Thailand, so that would be the best way for me to compare the two. And yes, in a lot of ways the prices are comparable with Thailand, and I say this in a very good way. I can't really say about salaries because I haven't really started to look for jobs. I will do that probably as soon as I get my computer back from DHL. And if you have not seen my DHL horror story, I would suggest you go into my channel and look for that video. It's really appalling what they are doing. Anyway, this video is not about that. So yeah, the city looks a lot cleaner, looks a lot greener. There are lots more buildings that have been done in a very nice way. So I am planning actually to do a series of videos with the historical buildings in Bucharest, okay, or historical monuments, because on that list, even though it's called the list of historical buildings of Bucharest, and there are about 3,000 plus entries on that, there are also lots of, for example, in cemetery, the monument of someone who died and the cross of whoever. The reason why they are being there, because they are very old and they have significance for Romanian people, and so on and so forth. So I'm planning to do this series. Please write down in the comments below if you would be interested in something like this. This will be a very long series. Like I said, there are more than 3,000 entries on that list. So even if I will do 30 entries on one video, it will still be 100 videos long, right? So let me know in the comments down below if you would be interested in this. Now I'm planning to revisit this video probably in about a month or so, once I will get my head around a bit more with the changes that have happened here in Romania, and what my impressions are like one day after I arrive. Please bear in mind that it's not actually one day, but one day after I'm allowed to go out. I'm planning to do it probably a month after, maybe 3 months and 6 months after. So let's see how that will go. Okay, I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I also hope that you will click on the like button. Like I said, comment down below your opinions about my new series. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and definitely click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. Last but not least, I really do hope that you will join me to see how many missions we are going to accomplish in this game called life. And until next video, take care everyone.